This enormous dog was so mad at his mom, and his reaction to her apology was beyond words. When Bee Fisher did something to upset her Newfoundland Ralphie, the giant pooch made sure she knew of his displeasure. In fact, his expressive eyes and icy demeanor made it plain that he wasn't all that impressed with her. That was soon to change, though. It just needed his owner to apologize, that's all. Back in 2014, Bee Fisher and her husband Joshua thought a pet would be a good addition to the family. The couple from Long Beach, California reckoned something to keep their kids, Lennox, Cruz, and Tegan company would be a grand idea. Joshua initially thought a horse would be a good option, but the couple then changed their minds and settled on a dog. The only question was, what breed should they go for? A little bit of fact-finding revealed that Newfoundlands had a solid reputation for being especially good with children. Based on this, they agreed to adopt Ralphie, a 1-year-old Newfoundland pup. However, when they went to collect their new pooch, Joshua and Bee got a bit of a surprise. Perhaps the information they'd found didn't include details on the size Newfoundlands grew to, or maybe the couple just neglected to read that part. Whatever it was, Bee said they were stunned at how enormous the dogs were. It didn't stop them taking their new pet home with them, though, and at first the couple just thought it was funny. "We didn't realize how big they were in person until we went to get Ralphie from the breeders," Bee said. "When we first saw the older dogs, we were shocked and we were laughing." The couple could be forgiven for their reaction, given Newfoundlands can weigh more than 126 pounds and grow to be 6 feet long. As the name implies, the type of dog Bee and Josh had plumped for originally hails from Newfoundland, Canada. Bred to be working dogs, they were used to collecting fish nets and so needed to be muscular in order to swim long distances. Moreover, the dog's thick coats served to keep them warm while in the water, and as we found out, the breed grows to be enormous. However, the bulky heft of the family's newest addition didn't seem to unduly concern the Fishers. Indeed, so enamored were they of Ralphie that the couple soon decided to get a second Newfoundland. Ralphie was this fluffy teddy bear, and now he's grown, he's not as giant as some can be, Bee told the Daily Mail. Joshua wanted another and somehow convinced me. As a result, in 2015, the couple added 1-year-old Boss to the clan. And just 12 months later, Boss was already tipping the scales at 165 pounds, a full 35 more than his furry pal Ralphie. Despite their size, though, Bee told the Metro that the dogs were great with the kids and the boys loved them to pieces. "The kids are fascinated by their size," she said. "The oldest, Lennox, likes to relax with them and lie on them. Cruz wants to play with them. They let him poke and prod." Husband Joshua is also a big fan, to the extent that the couple regularly take the dogs with them on family outings. "They're sweet and loving. It shows in our photo they truly are lap dogs," Joshua said. "They're gentle giants and we can take them anywhere." And it seems the dog's somewhat cumbersome appearance hasn't impacted the family's home life too much. In fact, Bee and Josh claim that the family home is actually quite modest in size. Despite having 3 growing children and 2 oversized pooches, it seems space is not at a premium. Furthermore, the hounds help out by behaving themselves, something Bee and Joshua put down to the dogs for being properly trained. Perhaps unsurprisingly, the family, and especially Ralphie and Boss, have become something of an internet phenomenon. This is due to the Fishers posting updates of the dogs' interactions with their kids on the family's Instagram. And incredibly, they now have more than 204,000 followers. According to Joshua, though, this can sometimes be a bit of a hindrance. That's because he claims the clan's mini VIP status makes life more difficult when the family goes out with the dogs. "It's like they're celebrities," Joshua told the Metro. "Everyone wants a photo or to pet them, and we have crowds of people. You can't do anything when you're in a rush." Meanwhile, one recent video published on the Fishers Rumble page shows their dog Ralphie looking decidedly unimpressed with something Bee Fisher's done. In fact, no matter how much Bee tries to get Ralphie to interact with her, nothing seems to appease him. In the video, Bee Fisher notices the dog looking a bit haughty and distant, so she engages with him and can be heard asking the dog, "What's up? Are you mad at me?" she inquires. "Did I do something to you? Why are you looking at me like that?" Bee carries on talking to the dog, but Ralphie remains unmoved. "Ralphie, are you mad at Mama?" she goes on. "Are you not even going to look at me?" It seems that's exactly what Ralphie plans to do, as the peaked pooch resolutely continues to ignore her and doesn't even glance in her direction. In fact, the Newfoundland doesn't shift his gaze until Bee starts to apologize to him. Frosty atmosphere at last beginning to thaw, Bee then alters the pitch of her voice. I'm sorry, she says to Ralphie in a soothing tone. Perhaps recognizing the shift in mood, Ralphie's facial expression softens as Bee says, are you going to give me a kiss? Do you forgive me? It immediately becomes apparent that Ralphie has indeed let bygones be bygones as he climbs up into Bee's lap and nuzzles her face. With the dog's tail now wagging freely, Bee can then be seen giving Ralphie a massive hug as the humongous hound engulfs her on the sofa. Whether or not Bee was covered in doggy drool after the canine encounter was not clear. What is evident though is husband Joshua's dislike of this one particular side effect. They slobber on work clothes. They shake their heads and it goes flying everywhere, he revealed. We have to keep emergency towels around the house. And the house isn't the only place Bee and Joshua will need those towels if their Instagram is anything to go by, because it seems the family is currently away from home on a year-long road trip. So expect the photos and videos and the drool to continue. Life is full of craze and joy, they wrote, and now we're loading all these boys and bears up to hit the road for a year. Enjoy the show.